Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. This one is for all of the marbles. It is the 2025 Kent State Invite number 3 championship game. On our left, it is the 1 seed Wow Factor. On our right, the number 3 seed PA Playmakers. One team will join Premier Ohio Gambetta and Mash Factory Berkwin as champions of this year's Kent State Invites. It's the 1 seed and the 3 seed for everything up next on SmeeSports.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to say first, all glory to God. Without him, I am nothing.
Power the shove, Neighbor Nation, we will see you on Saturday afternoon. Riley Meister gets the point.
Back into left field, say goodnight to that baseball.
This is another one, it's back to back jacks for KSU Tuscarawas. Needs a point, and it's alive, hits and pushes it over, unbelievable. We play on, it's blocked, we're tied, unbelievable.
Once again, we say good afternoon and welcome to Schoonover Stadium on the campus of Kent State University. This is the 2025 Kent State Invite number 3 championship game between the Wow Factor and the number 3 seed PA Playmakers. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon. A sunny day now. Earlier on in this day, we did have some rain, some thunderstorms, but those seemingly gone for now. They blew by pretty quick, I believe. Game number 1 delayed by a total of 30 minutes due to inclement weather. We are now on track to somewhat recalibrate the schedule and kind of have to retool it now, but still around 45 minutes behind. Not the worst scenario given how we started today. Could be 10 times worse, but these guys are ready to go no matter the time of day that they have to play. We saw that in the last game with the Playmakers as they played 8 runs in the first 2 innings after the Storms delayed their start. They were hungry from the get-go. 2 runs in the first, 6 in the second, and that propelled them to a 13-5 victory over the number 2 seed Clutch Elite Guscoff squad. Now, a slightly more difficult task as the 1 seed 4-0 Wow Factor look to once again wow the competition with not only depth, but also plenty of talent. On the mound today, they have the rising junior at Buckeye in Medina County, Zach Stow, wearing number 71. He played first base on Thursday when we last saw this squad against the Cleveland Whitecaps. Now his goal, win his squad a championship here against a very talented squad from Pennsylvania. Once again, the Playmakers, only 9 guys active today. You have Wilson, Malley, Rex, Irons, DeSalvo, Turlup, Mackerel, Philippone, and Bailey. Any injuries, it's not good. It's those 9 and those 9 only that will be playing in this championship game. And as well, the order that I listed them in is the batting order today, starting with Scott Wilson, followed by Paul Malley and Ethan Rex this inning. Based on when the coaches' meeting was done, that is 12:56. We have until 2:56 to start new innings in this game. That would be the time limit put into effect. We have the time limit and the run rule affected at the same time last game, only getting through 6 innings of work due to the total of 18 runs that were scored. Wilson stepping in. He started the last game on the mound, went all 6 innings, allowing 5 runs, and overall it was a good start for him. Before the first pitch, time called by the umpire. He is going to go out and talk to Stow about something here. It may be where his hand can go before delivery. Obviously, if you go to the mouth and then the baseball, you have to switch it out. We'll see what it is. He could also have a rosin bag behind. That could also be a point of inspection, especially in between innings. That could be a warning shot from the umpire, too, to make sure no foreign substances are being used. Could be a number of things. But it appears that now at 1 o'clock, we are ready to roll. Wilson, ever ready. And we are underway. Swing and a miss to get us underway. 0-1 the count. Zach Stow's Medina Buckeye squad had a great season. One of the best teams in the Cleveland West Conference. Their coach won Coach of the Year, and his teammate Scott DeMarco, Pitcher of the Year and Player of the Year in the conference with a .465 average. We got to see the Cincy commit earlier on this season on Father's Day. Now it's one of the underclassmen looking to pick up where DeMarco left off, as he will force that fly ball into shallow right field in no man's land, and it is down foul. So Scott Wilson will have a second life in the box. This PA squad, 7 kids from Pennsylvania, 2 active from the Ohio area, with Streetsboro represented in Wilson and Walsh Jesuit from Cuyahoga Falls represented in Turlup. Other guys that they have listed on the roster are Avery Young from Columbiana and D'Angelo Fisk from Alliance, both inactive today. The 0-2 again. Same spot, this time more pronounced foul. We will see it again. Good battle to begin the game by Wilson in the batter's box. The question is, how long can this squad battle? How much time can they have this game go before they get too fatigued? There's a lot of grit and grind, but the sun is a different monster. The 0-2, swing and a miss. It will be a drop third strike. Throw it on to 1 is in plenty of time to confirm the out. 1 away. Good work by Stow to get the out via the strikeout, and as well good work from his catcher Burns to get the out over at 1. Taking a look at the rest of the Wild Factor defense, it is Kovaric at 1. Going to second base, you have Bushy. Miller at short. At third, you have Hinkle. Walker, Goss, and Grimes from left to right in the outfield sets their defense. Now with 1 away, Paul Malley, the catcher for the Playmaker, steps in. Chops it left side of the infield, scooped up by Hinkle. His throw to 1 is true for out number 2. Good strong throw across the diamond to get that out. Now Ethan Rex, the shortstop, steps in. Rex had a solid outing last game, a couple of good plays. His big one, a bases clearing triple with the bases loaded, 3 RBIs tacked on. That made it a 7-0 game and saw our first pitching change of the ball game. But 2 up, 2 down to begin. A very good start for Stow and company. First pitch misses low and boots left. 1-0. But a very good battery. You have Style from Buckeye, Braxton Burns from Glen Oak. You have the Federal League pedigree in this squad, very similar to the squad we saw of Clutch Guscoff, but a little bit more variance overall. You have some guys from Hoban, JFK Catholic, Mooney, all the way around. You have some top talents. No Landon Snyder in this game, so we will see how that affects it. 1-1, foul to right side now, 1-2. As well, a lot of these guys are dual rostered between both of the Wow Factor squads. We do have the Wow Factor White squad playing in the final game of the day as they have the championship game for the silver bracket against the winner of the Cleveland Whitecaps and Premier Santoro. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Style looking to retire the side. And he will swing and a miss. The inning is over. Zach Style, 2 strikeouts to begin the game. Pummeling heat from the get-go. That's what you want to see, and you saw it on the replay right there. He does have that rosin bag behind him. Nothing illegal about that, but his pitch is filthy as ever. You'll see the stride of it at a minimum. Just a great outing from him to begin this game. That's what you want to see from your A's, and that is the production that he will give you game in, game out. Middle of 1 at Schoonover. 0 score yet on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The Wow Factors offense looking to make a statement in the bottom of the first inning. No score on SmeeSports as the Playmakers went in order to begin the game. That pitch fouled into the netting, 0-1 the count. It is Ian Miller stepping in first to get us underway offensively for the Wow Factor. Just finished up his sophomore year at Meadville High School in Pennsylvania. Now something is being said to the dugout of the Wow Factor, and they don't seem to know what. Could be maybe a line violation. Not the right word, but there's only so far up in the dugout that you can be before being on the diamond. Only so many guys allowed to be out there. That could be it. The 1-1 off the plate for ball 2. On the mound today for the Playmakers in game number 2, it is Drew Irons wearing number 21. 2-1 on the inside corner, now 2-2. Look like a low offering from here to Miller. But in the end, the umpire does give the decision in favor of the visitors. The 2-2 upstairs for ball 3, and we are full. I was talking to the Playmakers head coach before this game. He said, it's a lot of guys that have pitched in this tournament that we are going to see today on the mound if we see anybody else. But they are ready to go. Fly ball into center field. It is tracked down and caught for out number 1 by Wilson. Excellent hustle out in center, cutting it off in the right center gap. But he said his guys are ready to go. 2 or 3 guys, if needed, can come in. But once again, with only 9 players active, that is going to make this game a very tough ask if they are to win. One of the more difficult situations in baseball. And I played in tournaments back in my day. 8 guys, even 7 guys. It's awful when you have to play down to pretty much your bare minimum or pushed against your limits. It makes for some of the most intriguing yet undesirable tournament baseball games ever. That pitch runs inside for a hard 90. But the one that I do remember, we were at Euclid. We were competing in a game. I think we had 8 in the outfield total. So 2 outfielders, 8 total players. Everything just kept going in the gaps, and even with the rain, the ball just kept moving. It's always tough to play down these guys with 9. It's still a tough ask. Fly ball foul over towards the right side by Kovarik. 0-1 the count. Braden Kovarik just finished up his sophomore year at Warren Holland High School, a team that will have their football squad at least be playing EBC football in the coming years. Ground ball left side. It is through for a 1-out single. Kovarik gets the first base hit of the game for either side. And that'll put 2 on for Landon Hinkle, the third baseman. A time called by Malley behind the dish to go and talk to Irons. Taking a look at the rest of their compatriots on the diamond. Filippone at first, Mackerel at second, Rex at short, DeSalvo at third. And from left to right in the outfield, it is Turlop, Wilson, and Bailey. And that'll set the defense for the PA Playmakers. Hinkle, the third baseman, just like the man in front of him at first base, comes to the squad by way of Pennsylvania, opposed to Meadville. It is going to be a Grove City High School representative. 1-0 count on Hinkle, the third baseman. In the on-deck circle, it is Lucien Lessard. The 1-0 in there now, 1-1. For those who watched our second broadcast Thursday, Lessard won Player of the Game honors, just given how dominant he was at the plate. And he will have a chance to do it again here for some silverware. Lead runner goes 1-1. Fly ball into the left center field gap. Under it in center is Wilson, and he is able to track that one down 2 away. Both putouts this inning coming from Wilson out in center field, but both of them off to the side. Now Lessard steps in, just finished up his sophomore year at Glen Oak High School in Plains Township, just outside of North Canton. The Federal League pretty much lives and dies by the Canton region. You have most of the schools in Canton, but also you have Massillon-Jackson and Massillon-Perry, obviously, in the Massillon area. And not to mention the big rival of Canton-McKinley in the Massillon Tigers, also in Massillon. But they are a non-conference opponent and also a team that does not have a conference. First pitch in there for strike 1. In the on-deck circle after Lessard, it is Paxton Grimes, the right fielder. Not a PA representative, but a West Virginia one instead. Lead runner goes 0-1, swing and a miss, now 0-2, but now the opening run 90 feet away. Lessard needs to put this one in play to give his squad a chance to score in this inning. At the same time, a pass ball does the trick as well. No balls, 2 strikes. Trail runner goes, it's up and out. They will throw down to the bag at 2. They got him! Wow! And the inning is over. That will keep it a 0-0 game. I didn't think he got him, but somehow he did. What a throw. We'll see this one again. How in the world did Malley and company pull that off? In stride and on the dive. Rex laid out and applied that tag. If that was not there, it's 1-0. But because of the heroics of Ethan Rex, it remains 0-0. What a play. This is the 2025 Kent State Invite number 3 on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. A quick start to this game, 3 up, 3 down for the Playmakers. Last time we saw them offensively, now a chance to make amends with some momentum in their back pocket as we enter the second inning. For those who missed it, Throw down a second, first and third. Obviously, the runner at third will take off for home. But down at second base, the throw is a little bit wide right. Not the second baseman, but the shortstop out of nowhere. Full on extends, dives, and makes the tag in one motion. The tag's in time, and it stays 0-0. I'm at a loss for words. That might be the most impressive play that we will see all summer. And we've seen a lot of great baseball, but that one, that takes the cake. That is just out of this world from Ethan Rex. He ended last inning. Now it goes to the 4, 5, and 6 with Irons, DeSalvo, and Turlop for the Playmakers. But a very interesting game nonetheless. The Wild Factor looked like they were going to strike in that first inning. They had everything in place. They were getting guys into scoring position. They were moving guys along. They just couldn't get it done. Fly ball into right field, caught for out number 1. Grimes able to adjust with relative ease. That'll now bring up Carlo DeSalvo, the third baseman. Carlo won player of the game honors in game number 1 today. 3 total hits, 3 RBIs, and on top of that, a couple of great putouts over at the hot corner for the Playmakers defense. First pitch misses, I'm going to say upstairs for ball 1, but that looked pretty good from our angle. Stow tries again. That time hanging it upstairs with plenty of velocity. 2-0. Carlo DeSalvo, wearing number 10, comes to this squad like so many of these guys from Newcastle High School in Pennsylvania, where he just finished up his sophomore year. 2-0. In, but could have gotten the nod. It was a slight motion by the umpire. We'll see what they end up calling that in the end. I believe it was a strike, so that would be 2-1. And now they're going to call both of those balls. That's ball 4. It looked like there was at least 2 strikes in that at-bat, but none of them going to be called as such, and that will be the Playmakers' first base runner of the game. Jack Turlop, the left fielder, now steps in. The other guy from Ohio on this active roster today as he played his high school ball for Walsh Jesuit down the road in Cuyahoga Falls. Walsh made it all the way to the Final Four, losing to the ever-dangerous and now state champion Anthony Wayne. Anthony Wayne able to take down Amherst Steel in the championship game. Amherst had a great year, but Anthony Wayne just a bit better. Skied on the infield, maybe enough carry to the outfield, it appears no. Lost in the sun, it is down, and everybody's going to be safe. The sun just got in the way, and Henkel couldn't track it. That now puts 2 on with 1 down. An obscure play there, but that's just the nature of the beast with the sun. It comes and goes. That time, in a big way, it serves as a massive distraction. And now the Playmakers, a big chance here to take the lead. First pitch upstairs for ball 1 to Mackerel. But I am going to score that one as an E5. He didn't read it off of the bounce, and that's where I'm going to call the error. Either way, 2 guys on, 1 down. A great chance here. Upstairs for ball 2. And Stow had a couple of very difficult misses today. Some tough pills to swallow that. It looked like the pitches were good, but the umpire just said no. And that is the nature of baseball. You might think is the best pitch in your arsenal perfectly placed. If the umpire doesn't call it, it's not as good as you think. The 2-0 fouled back, now 2-1. We will be back here tomorrow for 5 games as a part of the Laurie Mendenhall Memorial Showcase Championships. Not every single game is here, some off-site, but for the most part we have the full championships. 2-1 down in the zone now, 2-2. But that will be for the 18U division. Hoping to see some of our fan favorites such as OEB Run Green, along with a couple of the premier squads that we have really liked to cover this season. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The look back not going to result in a throw. And as well, if you're in the area, come on out to Schoonover Stadium. No more broadcast for us today after this one, but come and catch the silver bracket when this one is over. 2-2, swing and a miss. There is out number 2. Strikeout number 3 today for Zach Stow. But in the next game slot, we have the Cleveland Whitecaps taking on Premier Ohio Santoro. And then in the championship game, it's the winner of that taking on the Wow Factor White Squad. But once again, we will not be broadcasting those games. I have to make it over to Strongsville by 4:30 for Mass. So if this game's not over by 3, then it's going to be a tough, very much difficult, close call to make it back in time, as Strongsville maybe 50 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on when you leave from here. So kind of the nature of it, and especially with tomorrow having all those games, not going to be able to make it out at any time tomorrow. So it's today, and it's going to be today. Fly ball, foul. But right now the focus is on this game. For those just tuning in, we did start at around 1 o'clock on the dot. The manager meeting was done at 12:56, so that is the point of reference for the time limit. No new innings can start after 2:56. But this game, as you would imagine, delayed by the Storms earlier today. Game 1 postponed to 10:30 from 10 right before it started, so everything a little bit behind. 0-1 upstairs, now 1-1. But this inning really slowing things down. We had a 12-minute first inning from start to finish. Now we are 7 minutes into the top of the second. The 1-1. Gonna miss. Wow. That pitch looked good from our angle once again. Just a lot of close calls. Stow just not getting the umpire's attention in the right way. And if that's the case, I think the lower you go, the better. And he does and finds the zone. I love that adjustment from Stow. If you're not getting the high call, you have to attack low. He's had a lot of success there, and I think on the 2-2, you throw a heater on the corner here to Dom Filippone. Go to the corner, right side, get that chase, or run it inside if you know you're not going to hit him. Low corner, that's the move here with the 2-2. That's what I would call if I was Burns behind the dish, but he could have something else in mind. We could see him go back to the breaking ball. We could see a changeup just go to the dirt. He has to then tag him, or not really, as first is occupied. We will see. He instead brings the high heater and gets it done that way. Strikeout number 4 retires the side. Zach Stow, not getting the calls upstairs, says if he swings, it's a strike. And that will be the parting line. Middle of 2, no score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom of the second inning at Schoonover Stadium. No score on SmeeSports. Both teams have put up a fight offensively in this game, but neither side able to get the job done quite yet. It is going to be Lassard back in, followed by Grimes and Stow trying to change that here. Lassard had his at-bat interrupted in the bottom of the first with one heck of a play between Malley and Rex behind the dish over to Short at the bag at 2. Or really off to the right of the bag at 2 to end the inning. But it does appear we do have a slight pause here. Lassard now stepping in. We appear to be ready to go in the bottom of the second inning. But both sides just looking for a pretty simple result. The Wow Factor, a lead. The Playmakers, a tie. Pretty clear cut. 0-1 the count. The pitch. Gonna miss upstairs, 1-1. Both pitchers still trying to attack the top of the zone, but The sooner they both realize they're not going to get that call and they start attacking more down low, they're going to get better results. And that could be a byproduct of it as it is skied into right center field, called off by Wilson, and he has it for out number 1. That is his third putout of the day. He has been plenty active out in center field, a definite welcomed commodity to this Playmaker squad from Streetsboro. Now Paxton Grimes, the right fielder, steps in. He comes to the squad by way of Beaver Local High School in West Virginia. West Virginia definitely far. If that is correct, that is what we saw on Prep Baseball Report, so we are going with it. Fly ball once again into left center field. It's Wilson for out number 2. 4 fly balls in this game, all of which caught by Wilson. Can he have his own inning here? That would be a very intriguing way for the bottom of the second to go. 2 down, Zach Stow now in. But if you are Drew Irons right now, you are loving your center fielder. Down the line in right, but foul. Most likely foul just due to the fact that Wilson was not going to be able to make it over there in time. It feels like there's just a magnet out in left center. Wilson, no matter where that ball is, if it's close, he's going to take it. And that is what he has done so far in this game. We will see him again in the top of the third inning in the 2 slot after Bailey and then right in front of Malley. Stow fouls it into the back netting, now 0-2. As well for our sports fans just tuning in who missed it earlier on today, the Cleveland Cavs acquired Lonzo Ball from the Chicago Bulls. And then in the opposite direction, it was Isaac Okoro sent over. Very interesting move there. The 0-2, driven into right center field. Wilson trying to track it down. Why wouldn't he? But no, he can't get there. It drops in the end. It is going to the wall. Stow is into third, and he will try for the Little League home run. There will be no contest at home. It's a Little League homer for Zach Stow. Wilson so close to getting it, but in the end, the wow factor strike first. Unfortunate. You see Wilson almost there. He almost had it, but Stow able to beat him in the end. That is heartbreaking. That was a perfectly placed ball by Stow. Nothing more Wilson could have done about it, but just given the way that he plays out in center, he is going to kick himself for that one, but he gave it his all. He did everything possible. On the dive, I mean, that one might actually be, without error, a true home run inside the park. But wow, just an interesting way to end this bottom of the second inning. That is strike 1 into Truman Gross. Chopped weakly right back to the pitcher. Irons throw to 1 is in time to retire the side. But not before Zach Staw sees the offense falling on deaf ears, takes matters into his own hands, and it is the pitcher of the Wow Factory setting himself up for success with an inside the park homer. Through 2, it is the 1 seed up 1-0 on the PA Playmakers. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Zach Stow is the man of the hour for the Wow Factor as we enter the third inning. An inside the park homer with 2 down in the bottom of the second inning. Scott Wilson almost there. Almost a 5th putout through 2 innings. Just fell short in the end. And the ball rolled all the way to the fence, and that gave Stow plenty of time to get all the way around the diamond. That's the difference right now. But the Playmakers with Bailey, Wilson, and Malley look to respond as we enter our third inning of the championship game. First pitch in there for strike 1. Stow now adjusting to the zone, attacking more low in the strike zone, and that is where he is going to get the most pretty much basic calls. 0-1 fouled away, now 0-2. But this game quick so far. Both offenses kind of flying. But the question is, can the Playmakers get something on the board here, or will the Wow Factor have enough time to really have one of their trademark big innings? Stow's 0-2. Fouled out of play. Next inning for the Wow Factor, it is Walker, Miller, and Bushy in the 9, 1, and 2 slots. Both squads kind of shockingly for travel ball, only batting 9. One by necessity, one by choice. Stow's 0-2. Time called. And I think they're going to call it a balk. That appears to be what is said, so that should go down as ball 1. And it is confirmed there. That is our first balk of the day. Almost had one in the last game, but it was a good move on the mound by Wilson to avoid it. The 1-2, kind of an excuse me swing going foul. But a good battle to begin this inning for Parker Bailey, the 9-hitter. Stow already 4 strikeouts in this game, going for number 5. And he gets it looking the first that way for out number 1. Excellent work from Zach Stow. 9 batters faced, 5 strikeouts. Domination. And on top of that, a Little League homer, inside the park home run, whatever you want to call it. Perfection from him so far. Now Scott Wilson steps back in. First pitch gonna break inside for ball 1. Wilson 0 for 1 in this game as he struck out in the leadoff slot to begin the game. Hits that one foul on a chop. Now 1-1. Kind of a half-hearted swing. Good contact, but most of that from the velocity of Stow. The Wow Factor in control of this one, up 1-0. 1-1 upstairs for ball 2. But both squads through 2 innings having batted 8 guys. The 2-1 upstairs for ball 3. Once again, that's where Stow had his big issues last inning. Attacking upstairs, needs to bring one down low, and that should give him a good shot to make this a full count. But he needs his best right here. The 3-1 goes low and finds it for strike 2. Perfect adjustment on the mound from Stow. Learning from the strike zone, makes amends, and now is a strike away from yet another strikeout. But he will not get the call on the outside corner. It is ball 4. It's a 1-out walk for Scott Wilson. Second walk surrendered today in this game by Zach Stow. Now Paul Malley, the catcher, steps back in. 0 for 1 with a ground out to third. A double play ball does end this inning. The question is, will it be put in a spot to get it? In the meantime, throwback to 1. Close, but not in time. The Playmakers really need to get this run home this frame to keep their hopes alive. Not a must on paper, but just given how dangerous this offense of the Wow Factor can be when they're at their best, the longer this stays 1-0, the more and more likely the Wow Factor is to win the game. Fouled back, now 1-1. And keep in mind, with the Playmakers only having 9 guys, the more and more they play, the more and more fatigue will set in. This is their 9th inning of baseball today. 1-1, hit down the line in right, but foul. Count out 1 ball, 2 strikes. After Malley, it is Ethan Rex back up again. Before the next pitch, once again, Stow will go back to his bag of rosin. Not very often you see a guy bring his own bag like that, but that is what we have here. Long pause, nothing yet, just a stare down. And finally, it looks like Stow will step off. Usually time called in the box in a situation like that, but no indication that that was Malley's intention. The 1-2, upstairs for ball 2, even count. The playmaker still trying to move Wilson from first, not daring to test the arm of Burns quite yet. The 2-2, grounded up the middle, snagged on the mound. There's the out at 2, back to 1, got him. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Excellent defense by the Wow Factor. Stow picks it up, goes to the bag at 2, and from there, the rest is like riding a bike. It's muscle memory. We will see that one again. Hard hit ball, but perfectly snagged. Perfectly timed at 2, and at 1. That great stretch by Kovarik seals it. And that is your 1-4-3 double play. Once again, the playmakers getting a guy on, but unable to bring him into scoring position, and as well, not able to score him. Middle of 3, the Wow Factor still up 1-0 on the playmakers. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The Wow Factor looking for a big inning as we enter the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1-0 the score, courtesy of Zach Stiles inside the park home run. Some good defense in the top of the frame, but now a chance in the bottom to really pour on the runs. If they can do it here, that should really set them up for success as this championship game reaches the middle, or if we get a run rule, reaches its end. Ball 1 taken on the outside by Brady Walker, the starting pitcher from Thursday's game that we covered. The 1-0 in there now, 1-1. This is our second and final game of the day. Come back tomorrow for some more baseball. 8:30, 10:45, 1, 3:15, and 5:30 broadcasts here on the SmeeSports YouTube channel, all as a part of the 2025 Laurie Mendenhall Memorial Showcase Championships for the 18U division. Those links will be up later tonight, maybe at around 8 p.m. once we have the teams finalized. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Did it hit him? It appears it did just clip him, and he will take his base. Lost him on the 1-2, and that will put the leadoff man at first. I don't know if he thought it hit him or just kind of was phased by the pitch running that close in. Either way, back to the top of the order we go with Ian Miller, the shortstop. Good lead from Walker over at first. Throw there. He is in a rundown, and this could be a quick out, number 1. Hesitation, and there is the tag. Great work on the mound by Irons to get that out. Threw back, caught him off guard, and it's like it never happened. A tough way to get out number one if you are the Wow Factor. Miller now has the bases cleared in front of him, opposed to a guy that he can work on moving into scoring position. Pops that one up on the infield. Should be playable behind the dish, and it will be caught by Malley for out number two. 2 outs, 1 pitch. Pretty impressive work. Obviously, the one came before that pitch, that one after. Now Bushy steps in, bases cleared, 2 down, 2 up, 2 down on paper to begin the inning. The Wow Factor's offense not finding that it factor quite yet. And that is alarming as this game goes on. First pitch breaks in for strike 1. Zach Stow has done everything pretty much. 5 strikeouts out of 11 batters faced. He has the 1 run. He needs somebody else to step up along with him to keep this game like this. And outside of his hit, Kavarik has the other hit for this team. And he also had a great stretch. It's those two really making the big plays. The 0-2 in there for strike 3 looking, and the side is retired in order. First strikeout of the day recorded by Irons, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 complete. It is the Wow Factor up 1-0 on the Playmakers. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The PA Playmakers looking to get their offense rolling in the 4th inning, down 1-0 to the Wow Factor. For those just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon live at Schoonover Stadium on the campus of Kent State University. This is the 3rd out of 4 total Kent State invites this season. The final one coming on the final weekend of the travel ball calendar for 2025, being from July 24th to July 27th. That weekend, we will be doing the NABF World Series, and that should conclude our summer coverage as well. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. So maybe around a month left, maybe a little bit less for our season. So we will see how many more great games we get in. The 1-0 sent skying into center field. Second base underneath it. It will drop, and that will be a leadoff technical single for Ethan Rex. Bushy just unable to track that one down, lost it in the sun. Second time today, a defender for the Wow Factor has done that. Happened over at third with Hinkle. The sun, definitely a big, big thing to overcome. And so far, it has really played in favor of the Playmakers. Drew Irons, the starting pitcher, now steps in 0 for 1 with a fly out earlier on in the game. Fouls that one back 0-1. After Irons, it is DeSalvo, then Turlip. But this game right now, the difference between 1-0 and 0-0 is Zach Stow, who had an inside the park home run / Little League homer. There was potentially an error or two added in, so that could be factored. Whichever way you want to call it, it's still a run. The 0-1 up and in now, 1-1. Once again, we are not doing the silver bracket games today. Those will take place when this one is over. It is the Whitecaps taking on Premier in the first game. The winner takes on the Wow Factor White Squad to wrap up the third Kent State invite of the season. But this is where we crown our big champion. The 1-1 fouled into the trees, now 1-2. For those just joining us, the PA Playmakers, only 9 guys active today, running on empty after playing a game earlier on today. They are giving everything and more to this cause to try and win a title before they go back to Pennsylvania. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch hit right up the middle into center field for another base knock. And now it does escape the center fielder, and that will put the tying run over at third. Excellent work by Rex, able to read that error and takes an extra base because of it. Carlo DeSalvo now a chance to tie up the game for the Playmakers. But first, Burns is going to call a first and third play. Definitely the right call, as he has to have everybody on the same page here. 1 miscue, and this is a new ball game. At around the halfway point as well. Trying times for the defense of the Wow Factor. First pitch on the edge for strike 1. Wouldn't be surprised to see irons take off. But then again, you could have that cutoff play in place. I kind of think that's what's going to be, given how powerful the arm of Burns is. Think it's a through, and then you go from there. Pops up right side. The runner needs to make his way back, as it will be caught in foul territory. The runner will tag up, and they will not get him. It's dropped by Burns. So close to getting it, but that will tie up the game. Burns just unable to hang on to the throw in the end. Good work to get the pop-up in foul territory, but you'll see it on the back end of the replay. The tag was there, the ball just not in the mitt. It's tough to see, but you see it on the replay. The ball does come free, so that is the right call. 1 down. On paper, it's a sac fly for DeSalvo. Turlop now a chance to put the Playmakers on top. Swings and misses at that one, 0-1. But if he would have caught that, that would have been a double play. So many what-ifs in the sport of baseball. Not enough time to dwell. You have to focus on the next play. The 0-1 popped up into shallow center field. Has a chance to drop, but it will be caught for out number 2. Good effort over at second from Bushy to track that one down. Go-ahead run at second base as Mackerel steps in. 0-for-1 in this game with a strikeout. In the bottom of the inning, it is Kaverick, Hinkle, and Lassard. Those are the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. First pitch in there for strike 1. Still in this game, Zach Stow, 5 strikeouts. Hasn't had one during this go-around yet. But he looks to change that here. Popped up, and this time it's off the press box. Foul now 0-2. On Thursday, we did have a ball come into the press box. It appears we will have to wait to see that happen again today. Now, if it would have came in the window that it was looking like it was going to, I had a play on that ball. Would not have caught it, but still had a play. The 0-2 fouled into the trees. But I still do have that foul ball in my bag somewhere. Just holding on to that as a memento from this tournament and this summer. An obscure play, not one that you expect to see, but it happened earlier on. Still 0-2, the pitch. A good drive into center field. Underneath it is Goss, and that will keep this one tied at 1. The inning is over. Still in a sac fly to Salvo, able to bring in the opening run for the Playmakers. And as we enter the bottom of the 4th inning, all is still to play for. The 3 seed won. The 1 seed won your score on SmeeSports. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. The Playmakers at long last are on the board with a sac fly tying up the game at 1. Now the Wow Factor looks to respond with their 3, 4, and 5 hitters hitting in the bottom of the 4th inning, starting with Kovarik, the first baseman. This is the 2025 Kent State Invite number 3 championship on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Game 2 of 2 today that we are doing live. Still 2 more games today at Kent State, but we are not covering those games due to prior obligations. So we are going to then go to tomorrow for our next broadcast. We have games 8:30, 10:45, 1, 3:15, and 5:30. Those are a part of the Laurie Mendenhall Memorial Showcase 18U Division Championships. Should be another 5-game slate day that has a lot of fun and intrigue. First pitch is in there for strike 1. But credit to Drew Irons in the defense. 1 strikeout from Irons. The rest of the outs coming from his defense. That pitch runs inside, almost hits Kovarik, but misses him. Now 1-1. Going back to the prior Kent State invites, we've had a 1-seed win in Gambetta by default, a 2-seed in the Mash Factory win. We could see a 3-seed here. That'll be a ball on the appeal as they don't get the decision they want. The 2-1. Good drive into left field. That is down for a leadoff single. Braden Kovarik now 2 for 2. Good powerful cut there. That will put the go-ahead run at first base for Landon Hingle, the third baseman. Over 1 in this game with a fly out to center. This is a good slot for the Wow Factor to take command of this game or at least take back a lead. Bunt shown, but pulled back. 1-0 the count. We have seen that today, a lot of show or kind of gamesmanship. Just you throw the bunt out there, try and get the throw to be wild or draw him out of position, something along those lines. Just not going to happen there. But Henkel looking to change this game for the Wow Factor. Shows bunt again, not going to lay it down as that pitch will miss low and maybe outside for ball 2, but I would say more low than anything. Hanging bunt, pulls back and swings. It's a beautiful drive deep to left center field. He fooled the defense. It's beautiful from Landon Hinkle, and that will give the lead back to the Wow Factor. He is going into third, and he will stay put. It's a bunt psych RBI triple for the lead. Talk about showsmanship. Pulls it back and uncorks. That's a thing of beauty. That is awesome. What a hit from Landon Hinkle. One of the biggest hits we've seen today. Obviously not the biggest with the inside the park home run. But when the wow factor can get a good barrel on the baseball, look out. Now it's Lassard back in. He will take strike one. They gave up their lead for a few moments, but there was never a doubt that they would get it back. Now a 1-1 count. But after showing bunt twice, coming up bunt on the third one, then you pull back and drive it. That is a bold, gutsy move, but it paid off in a big way for Henkel and company. Lassard, another drive into the outfield in left center field. It is going to be down for extra bases. Lassard cruises on into second base with an RBI double. The hit parade continues. That'll make it 3-1. And still no outs in the bottom of the fourth inning. Is this the big wow factor inning that we have been waiting to see? Now Paxton Grimes, the right fielder, steps in. A fly out to center field in his last appearance. There will be no action in the bullpen for the PA Playmakers once again. 9 guys. Even if they wanted action right now in the bullpen, not possible. Malley doing his best to settle down Irons after those 2 big hits. But the wow factor far from done. Bunt shown, popped left side, foul, 0-1 the count. And the wow factor is not afraid to go down in the count. They're not afraid to attack early on, wait for their pitch, and even if it's an 0-2, then they attack and they get the job done. They find new ways every single at-bat to cause chaos and do some damage. Shows bunt, lays down the bunt, right back to the pitcher. Nobody's at first to cover. There is now, and there is out number 1. Excellent work by the second baseman. That is Mackerel able to get there in time to cover. But that will put run number 4 90 feet away. Zach Stow, the pitcher, now steps in. This is where you send your outfield pack as far as possible. He had the Little League / inside the park homer his last time up. And with one more, that would make it 5-1. All eyes on Zach Stow's bat. He will bunt instead down the line again. Tough spot to make a play. The flip is there for out number 2, but run number 4 has scored. Excellent work by Zach Stow. That is his second RBI of the game. The bases are clear, but it is a 3-run lead for the wow factor. Nicely done. Back-to-back bunt, just that one in a tough spot again. Still great work from Irons to shovel that one over. Nobody on, but still a chance for the wow factor to continue this inning. Goss, he will take strike 1. In the top of the frame for the Playmakers, it is Philippone, Bailey, and Wilson. 8, 9, and 1. The 0-1 in there now, 0-2. Irons tired of this inning, ready to get out of it. Wastes no time. The 0-2 hits them, and the inning will continue. That is the big issue with working too quick. Had an 0-2 count, just lost them in the end. And that resets the scenario. Brady Walker reached via the hard 90 his last time up. He is back in. We will see what kind of drive he can give the ball. It looks like they will have a chance for the run rule after 5. And that run rule would be a total of an 8-run lead. Up by 3, get one more in. Then you just need to do this inning again in the 5th, and it's over. First pitch swivels off the plate for ball 1. Good breaking ball, just not enough to catch Walker's eye. Or the umpires for that matter. Throw back to 1, not going to be in time as Goss is back in standing. But I think we're going to see Irons slow down a lot more on the mound, be more intentional, and go from there. Foul back now, 1-1. If Walker gets on, it goes to Ian Miller, then Bushy, and Kaverick. Bottom 4-1 on, 4-1 lead for the Wow Factor. The 1-1 off the plate for ball 2. And as well, we are past the 1 hour mark for the time limit, almost 1 hour into this game as well. 2 balls, 1 strike, but we will see Iron step off. It's the top of the order looming in the shadows. It hit him, he says. The throw down, it's going to go into center field. He's in at 2. The umpire says no. It'll be 3-1. He says he got hit for the second time today, but he will have to fight for his base. It's an awkward one. It looks like he's going to have a talking to with the umpire, just kind of saying what he saw, but it's not going to matter. And now what's going on? They're sending the runner back? I think they're saying he leaned into it, which then makes this 2-2. But now they're putting him back, so it's 3-1. Because that would be the only reason he has to go back is if he leaned into the pitch. It's a dead ball that he leaned into it. The runner has to go back. And it looks like we almost had a fan ejected. I believe it's going to be a 3-1 count, but now the discourse continues. And they're going to talk this one over. Get a good look on them talking it over. Looks like they have everything straightened out. Should be 3-1. But a very obscure break there. Either way, it is the top of the order waiting in the wings. And now as we officially have reached the 1 hour mark, the Wow Factor growing even more impatient. They got their big inning so far, but still potentially time for more. And that is ball 4, potentially had it as ball 4, but it's not going to be. So now I guess it's a full count. I'm very confused with what the actual designation was for that play. The pitch. That one's ball 4. Throwback to 2, though, not in time. But a very interesting end of this 4th inning here. I think they said he leaned in. Pitch doesn't count. That's weird. Very, very interesting what they decided to go with here, but we will roll with the punches as we can. That pitch is behind, and that will put 2 runners in scoring position. And ball 1 on Miller. Bring both in. 5-run lead. Even more so that run rule is on the horizon. After Miller, it's Bushy, then Kaverick. But this inning was close to being over. But it looks like we will still have some baseball left in it. Ground ball left side, weakly chopped. The throw to 1 is going to be picked in time, and the side is retired. Excellent throw across the diamond by DeSalvo. Ends the inning. But still 3-run score for the Wow Factor. Through 4, it is the 1 seed up 4-1 on the PA Playmakers. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. For complete in the Kent State Invite number 3 championship game, it is the Wow Factor up 4-1 on the PA Playmakers. For those just joining us, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this afternoon live on the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Game 2 of our doubleheader today. Back at it tomorrow morning, bright and early at Kent for some more baseball. That as a part of the Laurie Mendenhall Memorial Showcase. Should be some fun baseball again tomorrow. For the Playmakers, it is Philippone, Bailey, and Wilson set to hit. Depending on what happens at the bottom of the inning, could be their final shot. We did see 3 runs score for the Wow Factor in the bottom of the 4th inning. That put them close to a run rule, especially if 2 more runs would have scored. But in the end, just didn't get it done. 2-0 down low for ball 3. But this is a big point for the Playmakers. Can they hit their second stride? Get a second kind of set of wind and go from there. That will help as it is a leadoff walk for Philippone. But they need a second win in this game. They need a little bit more energy to propel them through this one. This game is far from a guarantee, far from over, but also far from a walk in the park. Now it is Parker Bailey, the right fielder, stepping back in. 0 for 1 in this game with a strikeout. Time called, and so is a balk. That'll put Philippone at second. As well, pitching change has been made. It is Koverick now on the mound. Stow at first. That pitch will be in there now, 0-1. But you cannot allow free bases if you are the Wow Factor. You need to get out of this inning, just get the outs, hang on to your lead, expand on it, and go from there. Now an 0-2 count. Another low call strike, but still the lower part of the zone is where the majority of the calls are being made. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Just off the plate for ball 1. And Koverick not really amused with that decision. Close one, but not close enough once again. They're so close, but yet so far sentiment has been expressed so many times across our doubleheader. The 1-2. Chopped foul. Good survival cut by Bailey. In the bottom of the inning, the Wow Factor has Bushy, Koverick, and Hinkle set to come back in. As well, just over an hour in, we have until 2:56 to start a new inning. From there, the game will be over. 1-2 upstairs, ball 2. Now, if the game is tied through the time limit, we obviously play on until we crown a champion. With the games being delayed due to the storms earlier on today, everything kind of going in a different pace than expected. The next game was scheduled to start at 2:30, but that will obviously not happen. The 2-2 hit over towards second, caught on a pop for out number 1. Good work by Bushy as he is able to get over there in time to track it down. Scott Wilson steps back in for the 3rd time in this game. So far 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. For those just joining us, the Playmakers, only 9 guys active in this game due to injuries and just actives in general. So they are really running on their final legs. First pitch is going to miss for ball 1. But a good game nonetheless. Great grit and grind from them, and this is what we expected to see coming in. The 1-0. Driven over towards second base, and it is into right center field. They will send home Philippone, and he is in standing. It is an RBI single, and that will make it 4-2. Scott Wilson gets the job done again. And that once again changes this game as it is far from over. 2 runs to make up now. You see the replay there. Good pace and precision. But now a double play ball could be in effect to end the inning. That pitch upstairs and inside for ball 1. This is what I meant for the wow factor to get out of this inning quickly. The longer it goes on, the more and more chances that this tired but gritty squad of the PA Playmakers has to make something happen. Down the line and in right, but foul into the bullpen, now 1-1. Good jump, though, from Wilson. Won't matter in the end, but we will see if he takes off again, and if he does have a great chance of reaching safely. One ball, one strike, the count. The pitch popped off the bat right side. Caught on a pop. No, it is dropped, and it will be a fielder's choice for out number 2. An awkward one there, just kind of lost track of it or let it drop. Really can't tell. And I mean, if you let it drop, you kind of then opt for the slower runner there. And even if it is a courtesy run, he's right back in. So if the goal was to bring in somebody slower, then that really doesn't do anything. And now it's going to be a conversation of, was that supposed to be a infield fly or whatnot? Or as well, for the courtesy run, is last out before the play or during? Because that's where the fielder's choice is tricky. And I think that's what's the rule that they are going to debate. And it appears that it is last out regardless of if it was made before or after the other one. That's weird. It's a weird nuance, but I think that is the easy explanation. Wilson stays in. Still a fielder's choice. And now Ethan Rex, the shortstop, steps in. And now it looks like the coach of the Wow Factor is appealing. And he has been tossed. Wow. Now that I don't think was warranted. And now the ump's trying to end the game. There's a chance we clear the benches. Not the benches, not necessarily, but this could be the full, everybody's gone. Wow. This is insane. And now I think he's going to start singling out fans. We're going to get down there to see this. And now the umpire's just going off on the fans. This is drilling clock, keep in mind. I don't really know what to say. Both games doing this. And now he's trying to eject somebody else too. I'm at a loss. I am at an absolute loss right now. This is where you have to go and just play the game. I'm sorry. You just got to play the game through this. I don't know what was said. I don't think there was grounds to eject the wow factor coach. And now fans voicing their opinion, one comment and they're gone. I'm at a loss for words, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. There's only so much you can say about the situation without saying the truth of it. Before it was fine, but this just crossed the line. Baffled, absolutely baffled here. Still 2 down, and Rex is going to step in now, hopefully with less ejections now. Swing and a miss. Back pick down to 1, not going to be in time. In the bottom of the inning, it is Bushy, Kaverick, and Hinkle. But wow. If you're just tuning in because you were tossed out of here, I do apologize. Not how we expected this day to go. The 0-1 fouled away, now 0-2. Still 2 more games left here today. We're not doing those games, but if you're in the area, come on out and come see Premier Ohio take on the Cleveland Whitecaps, and the winner of that game take on the Wow Factor White Squad. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes, the pitch popped up, and it might be playable for Burns, but instead it is into the bleachers. Albeit with less targets than before. Either way, still 1 run has scored this inning for the Playmakers. Makes this a closer game. The 0-2 almost hits him. That's ball 1. Kaverick just didn't have control there. But the Wow Factor just looking to get out of this inning and looking to regroup as a cohort. Everybody is right now. 1-2 runs inside again for ball 2. I think both sides just need a little bit of time to reset right now. Emotions are at an all-time high. It's a championship game, but with so many other added obstacles. Two balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes, the pitch. Gonna miss for ball 3. Looked like it was right there on the corner, but no. Once again, the so close but yet so far sentiment is shared. Kaverick thought he was out of the inning, but he will have to try again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. He does represent the tying run. The payoff, it's upstairs for ball 4. The tying run is now at first. But just what a game. What an interesting affair here in Kent. Now Drew Irons, the starting pitcher, steps in. A chance to help himself out even more. Kaverick taking his time, checks the runners and deals. First pitch, once again close, not going to get the call. It's 1-0. And time has been called for a visit from the catcher. And now I think somebody else is about to be out of here. This is just wild. A lot of close pitches. Not saying they're all strikes, but a couple definitely were. Still 2 guys on, 2 down. Popped up, and it will go out of play. Now 1-1. Once again, at the bottom of the inning, it is Bushy, Kaverick, and Hinkle. But this inning really slowing down the game. And I said it before, I think both sides would benefit from a few seconds to kind of readjust. Chopped up the middle towards second. They will throw to 1, not in time, and that will load up the bases. They could have had the put out at 2, but didn't take it. And now Carlo DeSalvo will step in. Tying run at second. Go ahead at first. Still 2 down. But wow, what a change. That slight break maybe was all that it took for the Playmakers to regroup as a unit. Definitely a very, very interesting next couple of moments here. Hit into right field. It is down for a base hit. They will send the tying run home. The play at the plate will not happen as he will be sent back. It's an RBI single for Carlo DeSalvo. That makes it 4-3. Bases still loaded. Tying run at third. Go ahead at second. Once again, we still do have the time limit coming up soon at 2:56. Just to put that out there, as this inning is going a lot longer than expected. I believe the first 4 innings were completed in an hour. The top of the 5th entering minute number 20. And not a lot of that is action. Turtle up the left fielder, a chance to tie up the game. First pitch in there for strike 1. But what a 5th inning all the way around for so many different reasons. The 0-1. Good drive into left field. Will it fall? No, it will not. It is caught on a line by Walker, and the side is retired. 2 runs still score for the Playmakers, but it is still the wow factor with a lead. Middle of 5. No head coach. Backs against the wall. What can the wow factor do offensively when we return? Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom of 5 here at Schoonover Stadium. I think I heard bits and pieces of what was said down below, but I think the time limit now will read at 2:50. I think that is what was said, so we will see what happens here if we get to that point. Right now, 4-3 the score. The wow factor hanging on to a 1-run lead. A good spot for them right now to add on some insurance to at least protect this lead, allowing 2 runs in the top of the inning. Now is where they need to dig deep, and that will help. It's a leadoff hard 90. And not a good start. His arm just kind of got really hit there. Went to the ground, but it appears Bushy is okay. Second time he's been hit today. I think the same spot, grimacing in pain. And he is going to potentially have to come out here. Unfortunately, just ran in on the hand, and it got him pretty hard on the fastball. So we will see what ends up happening here. For those just tuning in, 2 runs scoring at the top of the 5th inning from 4-1 to 4-3. This game, very intriguing. It has pretty much every layer of what you would want from a championship game. A lot of drama, a lot of crazy plays, a lot of overall championship chaos. But that's what makes baseball so great. Bushy does appear to be okay. He will stand at first base. Kovarik, the first baseman turned pitcher, now on. So far, 2 for 2 in this game at the plate. First pitch, going to miss low and outside for ball 1. And really, for the first time today, we are starting to hear the wow factor dugout get in it. They want to help their guys win this game from the sideline. They're trying to cheer them on as much as they can, and that is what you love to see, teammates coming together for really the same cause of getting a big, big championship win. Runner goes 2-0, chop left side, almost through, snagged at short, but it will trickle into the outfield. Back-to-back singles for the wow factor, and their fans now in it. Some of the loudest cheering that we have heard today from the wow factor faithful. Time now called. Malley is going to go and talk to his pitcher. Once again, the Playmakers, only 9 guys. They're going to have to roll with who they have out there now. They do have a new pitcher on. It is Ethan Rex. So I would assume Rex just swaps places with Irons. But 2 on, nobody out. Can we get another big inning from the wow factor? Double steal, double hit on the bunt, 0-1. Statement of intent early. They want this one done. And I like it. I like the aggressive style of the wow factor. They gave an avenue for the PA Playmakers to get back in. They know they have to put an end to it here. They know they have to really put their foot on the gas and not look back. That one in there now, 0-2. If the Playmakers are given the time of day, down 1, 6 outs to work with, I give them a very good chance to score at least 1, if not both runs they need to either tie or complete the comeback in that case. The 0-2, swing and a miss. There is out number 1. Hinkle unable to connect. Second strikeout combined. The first was Bushy earlier on. Now Lucian Lessard steps in. Lessard, the DH so far, an RBI double and a fly out to center field. Once again, if the time limit change is what we thought, we have 25 minutes left. Both runners go. It's a double steal. Throw to 3 is high. He's off the bag. He is out. Came off, and now there are 2 down. That is a big, big throw from behind the dish, courtesy of Malley. Keeps the offense in check. And it gives them a chance to get back up. Still down by 1. The pitch going to miss. Going to be tough to top the championship game from last week, which we saw Berkwin win in extra innings over a very talented MAF Gator squad. But this one definitely living up to the hype so far. That pitch also missing. Next inning for the PA Playmakers, it is Mackerel, Phillip Hone, and Bailey in the 7, 8, and 9 slots. Rex will take a look back and not throw. But I give a lot of credit to this PA Playmaker squad. Backs against the wall, so much adversity, but they have really battled nicely in this contest. In the meantime, that is ball 4 to Lessard. That'll put 2 on with 2 outs. Paxton Grimes now stepping in. Paxton so far in this game 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. But what a game. So many things to go back and look at once this one is over. But I would say one of the best games that we have seen all season. Grimes takes ball 1 down low. If Rex can get out of this inning, no damage allowed, the advantage might be with the Playmakers. The question is, can they overcome fatigue with grit and grind? That has been the question all day. The 1-0 upstairs for ball 2. A lot of people heading in expected that if they won, that this would be a quick game, 5 innings at the most. But They have really competed against the number 1 seed, undefeated number 1 seed at that. The 2-0 off the plate, throw down to 1. Now there's a rundown in between first and second. They will not get the out. The ball goes wide, and that will bring in run number 5. It's out of play. Put him at second. It's chaos. Wow. It's a good idea on the throwback. Just goes a little bit wide on the attempt back. They would have had him to retire the side, but instead it's out of play. 1-run game versus 2-run game. That is big. And as long as he took off early, he is now at third. A potential big insurance run coming up. And now they're going to talk about where he should be. I think because he broke in time, that's what they're saying, and that's why they're trying to give him third. And it looks like that is what they are going to give. Either way, I do understand where they were coming from on this call. And it looks like they're going to keep him at third. The fans still cheering as loud as ever. The pitch. Upstairs. Thought that was ball 4, but not going to get it. I believe now a 3-1 count. After Grimes, it's Stow. But just so many different confusing calls. That one's going to be a strike. That looked in the dirt. But that has been called all game. Full count, 3-2. The payoff. On the corner for strike 3, and the side is retired. Beautiful pitch from Rex, and that will end the inning. 2 strikeouts from the relief pitcher. But on a wayward throw, an insurance run comes home for the wow factor. Through 5, it is 5-3. The 1 seed on top of the 3 seed PA Playmakers. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Before we get back to the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact me at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center and CrossFit Strongsville for sponsoring our broadcast today. As well, stay tuned after this game goes final as we will announce our player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. No commercial break when this one goes final. It'll be a quick getaway for me as I have to be back in Strongsville by 4:30. So the time's ticking right now. Hour 58 until I have to be back with cleanup and all. This game needs to end, and everything needs to be in the car ready to go within the next hour. It's going to be a tight finish. We're entering the 6th inning, so hopefully we do have maybe 20, 25 minutes left of this game, and hopefully it'll be a good finish and worth your while at home for those who are tuned in right now or for those kind of tuning in and out to get an idea of what is happening in this game. But as we begin the 6th inning, new pitcher on the mound for the Wow Factor. It is Paxton Grimes wearing number 13 coming in. The right fielder now on to potentially go for a 2-inning save. There could also be another closer in mind for this coaching staff of the Wow Factor. I do believe it was their head coach who was ejected earlier on in this game. So it is going to be the assistants making the big calls of who goes in, who moves where, and how this game finishes. And that is a really big loss for them. Second coach of the day ejected as well. First pitch going to be off the plate for ball one. But Mackerel, Filippone, and Bailey looking to give a spark for the Playmakers. And they need some offense this inning, down by 2. With 2 balls blowing out of the zone, wide right, not a bad start. The 2-0. On the inside edge, not going to get the nod, it's ball 3. Definitely a close one that we have seen called a couple of times today, but that time just not getting the umpire's attention. The 3-0, that one in there for strike 1, and he thought that was ball 4 and didn't expect the ball to come back. So many different things happening in this game. But Grimes still a chance to make amends in this at-bat. 3-1 the count. A chance to get back in it. And he will miss up and out for ball 4. Mackerel will reach via the free pass. None down as Dom Filippone steps in. The first baseman does represent the tying run for the Playmakers. So for a strikeout and a walk in this game. Throw back to 1. Almost got him on a step, and now it's a rundown. Can they get out number 1 in between first and second? A lot of throws. There's the tag. He accepts his fate. 1 down. Nice hard tag. He appears to be okay, but slightly shaken. That was Mackerel caught in between a rock at a hard place. That'll clear the bases. And the defense, they needed a play like that. You'll see he just kind of commits to the dive. Tag applied. Nothing malicious about the tag, just put down in a good spot. And that now makes the situation for Filippone a lot different. Tough way to go out on the bases there. You got to be careful in between those 2 slots. We've seen that a couple of times, and I think it's really fitting that that one was the out and the last one was a run. That kind of just shows how this game has gone. The Wow Factor getting just 1 or 2 more plays going their way in comparison to the PA Playmakers. Because this all truly is a difference of 1 or 2 plays, if that. For those in the area, we are not broadcasting the next 2 games, but if you want to show up and cheer on Premier Ohio, the Cleveland Whitecaps, and the Wow Factor, feel free. The games are here at Olgamura Field at Schoonover Stadium. There is a gate entry fee to come in and watch these games, but if you're in the area, come on out and check out these young local prospects as they play for the Silver Bracket Championship. Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. After Filippone, it goes to Parker Bailey, the right fielder. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Now 0-2. Grimes doing a great job breezing through this inning after getting a little bit of help from his defense. The 0-2. Pops up right side. Could be playable, but it appears to be going out of play behind the dugout. So count remains 0-2. In the bottom of the inning for the Wow Factor, it is Stow, Goss, and Walker. 7, 8, and 9 for the 1 seed. Once again, the 0-2. Left upstairs for ball 1. Once again, join us again tomorrow morning / afternoon. 8:30, 10:45, 1, 3:15, 5:30. First pitches as a part of the Lori Mendenhall Memorial Showcase 18U Championships. Top 8 teams do make it. Couple games held off-site, I believe a couple at Thurman Munson and a couple games at Hudson High School. But we will have the bulk of the championship games right here, including the official championship at 5:30. 1-2, popped up once again, out of play. Good battle from Filippone. as well. We did hear a slight discussion of if this game ends early at 2:50 due to the time limit. If that happens and we see the wow factor up to bat, the game just ends there. 1-2 off the plate for ball 2. So in all likelihood, this is the final chance that the Playmakers have, depending on how the next inning goes. But I would say a lot of things are pointing towards that being the case. 2-2, not going to get it. It's ball 3. A lot of close misses today. That one may be the one that looked the best. Either way, it's a full count, 3-2 on Philippone. A big chance for the Wow Factor to get out number 2. Here comes the payoff pitch. Same spot, not gonna get it. It's ball 4. We will take a second look at that one to see where it missed, as I don't know where that one did offhand. Let's see it here on the replay. We're watching it real time just to see it back. Maybe a bit upstairs. I think on the frame it was brought down. That second angle, that is where I saw it. I think that is a ball. I think he got it right. And now somebody else has been ejected. I think it was another coach from the Wow Factor. We will see who officially is gone when the dust settles in a moment here. Once again, if the time limit is 2:50, we don't have much time left. And that is the second coach of the Wow Factor gone. But on that replay, I think maybe a slight bit upstairs. I see that decision on second look. Good call. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, if they did move up the time limit 5 minutes, we have 10 minutes here. So the Wow Factor, once again, if they can get these outs, they might get the win. We might not even go to the bottom of the inning. We'll see what happens at the end of this frame. But right now, this, if you are the Playmakers, you have to treat as your final set of ups. You need the 2 runs here. There are so many question marks, especially given when this one will be all said and done in the inning, of when we're actually going to see it happen and see this game be done. Strike one in there. And it looks like the second baseman may have just gotten a warning too. Throwback to 1. It's going to go wide, and that will put run number 4 in scoring position. Philippone easily in. Good work by Dom not to get in a run down there. Easily able to scamper off to 2. Tying run still in the box, represented by Bailey. But once again, most likely down to their final 2 outs, given where we are in the timeline. The 0-1 popped into left center field. Underneath it is Goss, and he has it for out number 2. And depending on where we sit with the time limit, it is going to be Scott Wilson stepping in. He needs to produce a spark one more time. 2 of the 3 runs have come from him in this game. Or excuse me, that was last game. 1 run this game came from him. And he needs another one. And he also needs to come around as well. Otherwise, it's just going to be a slow, methodical end to the bottom of the 6th inning, and we go from there. But just so many different moving pieces right now. Wilson, left side, gets it through. It's a single. They're going to send him home. It's a risky move. The play at the plate is not in time, and that'll put the tying run in scoring position. Scott Wilson does it again. Back-to-back RBI singles. 5-4 game, 2 down. He needs to come around and score. Perfectly placed ball on the left side. If you had to give an MVP overall today for the PA Playmakers, it might just be number 1. Did it on the mound, did it offensively, did it defensively in center, and did it again offensively in this game. He has been their rock, their consistent guy that they have been able to rely upon time and time again. But they need him one more time at least. Paul Malley, the catcher, now in, needs to bring in his teammate from second. Throw back to 2, going to be faked. Anything in the outfield, I think you test fate. You have to try it here. Otherwise, you might be done. You might not have another chance. Foul away, 0-1. Time now, 2:43. Initially, we did have 2:56 written down, but we did hear 2:50 is the new time limit. 7 minutes, you're not going to get the bottom of the 6th inning done there. It's the last dance. 0-1 count on Malley. The pitch. Chopped left side, Weekly in a tough spot. There is no play at 1. The go-ahead run stands at first. Excellent work by Malley to put that one in a tough spot. Still 2 down. And now on to run for Malley is going to be Bailey. Wow, what a finish here. If this game is tied up, then my goodness, the bottom of the 6th inning is going to be fireworks. We do have to have a winner in this game, but who will it be? Time now called. The wow factor, this could be a call to the bullpen. We'll see what they end up doing here. I think as well, it also gives them a chance to not have to play the bottom of the 6th if their defense holds up. But if we're tied, we have to play the bottom of the 6th regardless of what time it is. But to think, what is being said right now in that huddle? What is being said on the mound right now? You can only imagine. Only so many things to say at this point. 2 coaches gone. You're down to probably your final one that you have, plus some quote-unquote captains. If this wow factor team gets the win, then truly impressive from the top of the staff down. A lot of leaders on this team. Who can be the biggest leader now? Fouled away by Rex. 0-1 the count. If we do play the bottom of the 6th inning, it is Stow, Goss, and Walker. 7, 8, and 9 for the wow factor. But right now, the 1C looking to hang on to their 1-run lead. The 0-1 off the plate, evening up the count. After Rex, it goes to Irons, then DeSalvo. A lot of anxiety here at Schoonover Stadium from both sides. 1-1, up and out for ball 2. And I think given the scenario, you do not test Burns' arm. If there is a play at 2, he's going to make it. You can't then bring in that runner, make it 2 runners in scoring position. You have to keep him at first here. Too good of a catcher behind the dish. 2-1, runs inside, almost hits him. It's ball 3. And I think if this is a walk, we do see a pitching change. I wouldn't be surprised either way, but I think given the game script, given that mound visit, we do see that change. It also could be one of, okay, what was the plan outlined before the coaches left? At what point do you pull the plug? What point do you go to your bullpen? But right now, the goal is just to win the game, no matter how. The 3-1, a good drive deep to left center field, still going back, and it is over his head, and it is going to one-hop the wall. The PA Playmakers have taken the lead. Ethan Rex has done it. He is in with a 2 RBI triple. No, he's going for it all, and he is safe at home. Inside the park, 3-run homer. The game has flipped. 7-5 now the score. Unbelievable. That ball just kept carrying and carrying before finally he's able to round it all the way. And at long last, it's the 3 seed. The team with only 9. They're up by 2. Wow. Wow. What a sequence. Still a chance for the wow factor in the bottom of the inning. Bottom 3, we've already seen 1 home run and a couple of extra base runners in there too. Now you got to get the out here. Base is cleared, it's ball 1, Irons takes. But with 9 guys, the work that the Playmakers have done is tremendous. That'll be ball 2 down low. But still, either way, a crazy end to this game, but still, there's time. 2-0 up and out for ball 3. But 2 home runs in this game. Not on the bingo card. Not even one was on the bingo card. Zach Stout had the first. Rex has the second. The 3-0. It's upstairs for ball 4. And the inning continues. It is Carlo DeSalvo, the third baseman, now stepping in. If this result does hold, then you do have the most interesting storyline of the Kent State Invite this year. 1 seed won the first, 2nd seed won the second, 3rd seed wins the third. That would be a timeline of unpredictability. If the format is the same for the 4th as it is for these past 2, the 4th can't win the big bracket. If not, if it's like the old one, then they can. First pitch in there on the inside edge for strike 1. After DeSalvo, it would be Turlip. And Turlip would be the 9th hitter of the inning. The 0-1 off the plate, count even. Time now 2:49. So I think pretty much we're confirming what we already knew. This is going to be the final inning of play. The 1-1, up and out for ball 2. Once again, we do not have the broadcast for the next 2 games, but if you're in the area, come on out. Go cheer on the Cleveland Whitecaps as they take on Premier or vice versa. And then in the championship game is the Wow Factor White Squad taking on the winner of that contest. The 2-1, off the plate for ball 3. Then tomorrow, 5 games here for the Laurie Mendenhall Memorial Showcase. 8:30, 10:45, 1, 3:15, and 5:30 first pitches. Going to be another fun day here at Schoonover Stadium, as it is every time that we are here, obviously with an added layer of rain delays today and extra intrigue. Here comes the 3-1, up and out for ball 4. 2-1, 2 down for the Playmakers. Time now called. And I think we will see the call to the bullpen here. You'll see who he does bring in to pitch. So far, they have used 3 arms in Stow, Kovaric, and Grimes. Grimes could go back into right field. That's where Walker is now. Walker shifted in from left. It could also be Walker coming on to pitch. Walker's walking in. I assume it's going to be him. Grimes back out to right field. That's what I assume is going to be the decision here. Won't know officially until the new arm takes the mound. Could also be some other defensive changes on top of that. Here is our new pitcher. Number 21. And checking the roster, that is Ian Miller, the shortstop, the rising junior at Meadville, coming in now to pitch for the Wow Factor. Top 6, 2 down. It is the Playmakers up by 2 on the Wow Factor. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Before we get back into the action, if you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the Cleveland or Stark County area, contact me at one of those avenues on your screen, and I would love to work out a deal with you to promote the best of your business and your brand. Thank you to the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center and CrossFit Strongsville for sponsoring today's broadcast, and as well, thank you to the 965 Midwest Challenge for partnering with us to present these broadcasts. Still top 6, 2 down, 7-5. The PA Playmakers on top, 7-5 of the Wow Factor. First pitch of the day from Miller is a strike. 0-1 the count. It is Jack Turlop, the left fielder, stepping in. As well, for those just tuning in, it was a completely different ball game. 5-3, 4 runs so far this inning, and could be more. That will load up the bases as Turlop will reach via the hard 90. And now Connor Mackerel, the second baseman, will step back in. He led off the inning with a walk. 10th hitter of the frame. Once again, 7, 8, and 9, Stow, Goss, and Walker for the Wow Factor, set to hit in the bottom of the frame. First pitch down low for ball 1. But player of the game honors definitely potentially in the balance now, depending on how this one finishes. Could be a lot of different guys. The 1-0. Going to miss off the plate for ball 2. The Wow Factor just not finding the zone right now. But Connor Mackerel just looking to put the ball in play. Anything in the outfield most likely brings in a pair, depending on depth, of course. But right now, 3 balls in a row you take all the way. In the on-deck circle after Mackerel, it is Phillip Hone. All eyes here on the battery. The 3-0. It is up and in for ball 4, and that will bring in the 8th run of the game for the PA Playmakers. Now 8-5. 3 runs of insurance, 3 outs away from the win. And regardless of what time limit we go with, this will be officially now the final inning, so that debate has been put to rest. Dom Filippone, a chance to do even more damage here. Miller's pitch in there for strike 1. I said it earlier on in the game with Stow's adjustments. If Miller can attack the bottom of the zone here, he can get out of this inning, and that gives his guys a chance to get back to the sticks and get a chance to have another big inning. They've done it before. And that one's in there now, 0-2. Do not count the Wow Factor out of this game. They have already had a couple of big innings in this game. One more, and that might be enough to push them across the finish line. The 0-2. In there for strike 3 looking, and the side is retired. Ian Miller able to settle in and get the final out. The Playmakers still piling on a total of 5 runs. They lead by 3. But the Wow Factor, all tournament and all season, they have magically been able to pile on runs when they need it most. Can they one final time do it here? Find out when we return. One final word from our sponsors, then the rest of the broadcast, assuming we do not have extras, will be commercial free. This is a 2025 Kent State Invite number 3 on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. One final time before the broadcast is over. If you or someone you know is a business owner looking to sponsor broadcasts in the area, contact me at one of those avenues on your screen. As well, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing and greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports. Same with a like rating. Definitely helps us out in a big way. Bottom of the sixth inning, final frame of action, assuming we do not have a tie, and that'll be ball one into Stow. Stow, Goss, and Walker set to hit in this frame. And once again, player of the game will be presented immediately after this game is over. It'll be a quick getaway as I have to be back in Strongsville in an hour and a half. Ground ball hit to second, scooped up. Throw to one is in time. It's 1 up, 1 down. Good start to the bottom of the sixth inning for the Playmakers defense. Now Truman Goss, the center fielder, steps in. 0 for 1 in this game with a ground out and a hard 90. The Wow Factor in need of 3 runs to tie, 4 to win it here. If not, it's going to be the PA Playmakers. Only 9 guys active. They would be your champs. And that would complete the 1 seed wins the 1, 2 seed wins the 2, 3 seed wins the 3 of the Kent State invites. A weird anomaly, but given the talent of those 2 squads and this PA Playmakers, not too surprising. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. After Goss, it is Walker. Rex looking to close this one out on the mound as well. Gets the swing and a miss, now 1-1. And he is in a prime spot to win player of the game honors, not only for his pitching, but for that one big swing, the 3-run homer. The 1-1 off the plate for ball 2. Still an inside the Parker, but he pieced that one perfectly just off the left center field wall. 2-1, swing and a miss, now 2-2. Rex still bringing the heat. Here comes the 2-2. Well off the plate for ball 3, and we are full. But what a day for action at Kent State Schoonover Stadium. So many intriguing twists and turns. The payoff. It is going to miss off the plate for ball 4, and with 1 down, there is life on the bases for the Wow Factor. Now it's Walker stepping in. Outside of moving the runner up, this is where he has to be strategic. He needs to get on. He doesn't need to just move him along. They can go station to station right now. Once again, tying run in the on-deck circle. They can manage this. First pitch in there for strike 1. Tried calling time, but didn't get it. But I believe he was in the box, and that is the argument being made. But right now, Walker just looking to get on, and that is the only priority here. That pitch behind, that does the job of moving the runner along. And there it is, station-to-station baseball. This squad, well coached from the top down. So many leaders. This is where, if you want to be a leader, not only here, but also at your high school, you put this tape on and say, hey, down by 3, we fought, we grinded. And if they can get the win, put that on there too. But this is where you really get a step up on the competition. This is really where you can separate yourself from other players playing in these tournaments. You can't teach grit and grind. You can ask it of your players as a coach, but you can't teach that intangible. If you have it, you have it. 2-1 off the plate for ball 3. Patience right now is big, and Walker, he didn't like the call of the first strike. He put that aside, takes these 3. Great headspace. That is tremendous, especially at this level. But the job not done. This time is called. But that's absolutely amazing to see from Walker. Headspace cleared, put it behind him. Short-term memory is going to be the best avenue to success for these guys. And that's what they're doing right now. Focusing on each pitch as its own kind of separate thing. Swing and a miss there, and now we're full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the order, waiting in the wings. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the chance to put 2 on. But first, a look back from Rex. Ian Miller, the pitcher and former shortstop, he is the tying run in this game. Just to put that into perspective of where we are right now in the order. And then from there, Bushy would be the winning run. But the Wow Factor, this is why I said don't count them out. They are going to fight until the very last moment. And so are these Playmakers. The payoff pitch pops up, could be out of play, and it does appear to be. And that bounces, off of the lower bleachers, and it shoots right. I think that it just kind of fits into what is happening in this game today. Plays like that. I don't know if there's anything else left to describe this anomalical game. That's the best way to describe it. It's an anomaly. True anomaly. I guess we're in the twilight zone now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, still 1 down. Walker looking to get on. Payoff, good drive, deep to left field, plenty of carry, but it will be caught in foul territory for out number 2. And the PA Playmakers can now sound their final countdown. The last line of offense now steps in Ian Miller. Miller a chance to do some damage here. So far in this game, 0 for 3, but all it takes is 1 swing. But the Playmakers, tired, fatigued, everything in the book. But can they get 1 final out? 1 final play before they head back to PA. 1 final out to become champs. Popped up right side. This could do it if it's in fair territory. Philippone under it. He has it. And the PA Playmakers have won the 3rd Kent State invite as the 3 seed. 8-5 your final, assuming that's where we ended here. It should be, but we could also go back up for the 7th. We will see what they do. And it looks like we're going to play the 7th inning. The time limit has been reached. I guess we're going on. So through 6, we're going to play more. 8-5 your score. 1 final inning when we return. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Top of 7 here at Schoonover Stadium. My apologies. I thought the run rule still was in effect for this frame, but it does appear that we are going to continue the ball game a little bit more here. 8-5 the score. The Playmakers on top. They have grinded this result out up until now. Still 1 final inning left to play. The question is, can they get the job done here? Can they hold off the offense in the bottom of the inning? Right now, this is just a chance for insurance. That's all this is. The focus is on the bottom of the inning and on getting silverware. Keep in mind the game that was supposed to follow was supposed to start at 2:30. That's going to be over an hour delayed. The 0-2. Not going to get the call. Good spot, but just a tough miss. 1-2 now the count. But for the Playmakers, it is Bailey, Wilson, and Malley. 9-1-2. The 1-2 popped into right center field. Has a chance to die, but it will be caught on a dive for out number 1. It's an excellent web gem for Truman Goss, giving it his all for his team. That's what you love to see out in center. It's been a hot day here at Schoonover Stadium, but at the end, these guys still battling for each other, still trying to help each other get a big championship win. Now Scott Wilson steps back in. Ground ball left side, almost picked up, but just through for a 1-out single. Started today with a strikeout, since then a walk and 3 singles. And even going back to last game, I believe had 2 singles as well, so 5 on the day. He has been tremendous for this squad. Now it is Malley for the Playmakers stepping in. Malley so far has grounded out, hit into a double play, fielder's choice, and a single. First pitch misses down low for ball 1. A longer outing here. Looked like it was going to be a pretty clear-cut game going through 7 innings, but now that has changed. Runner goes 1-0. Hit down the line, foul, now 1-1. But just an absolutely bizarre day at Kent State. But this is the joy of the job. Not every game is the same. Not every job is the same. That is just kind of what we've seen today. Throwback to 1, and yet another rundown, because why not, as we're talking about weird anomalies, and there is out number 2. If you put every single weird anomaly in baseball history into a blender, I think this is the game that you get out of it. This has just been a wild championship game. The talent's here. The skill is here. But so is every other little thing. This is just baseball at its finest, I guess. Fly ball into right center field. Good amount of carry. And it will be caught in right to retire the side. The Playmakers go in order. This time for real. The final chance of the wow factor. Down by 3. In need of 3. Can they tie or win the game? Find out when we return. This is the 2025 Kent State Invite number 3 on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Experiencing pain of any kind? Call a timeout and stop by the Healthiest You Chiropractic Center. There, Dr. Max or Dr. Stephanie will provide a top-tier adjustment. Then you'll unwind in their therapy room. Visit their website at www.thychiro.com or call 440-238-3338 and book an appointment today. The Healthiest You Chiropractic Center, keeping Strongsville pain-free since 2013. Looking to get in shape and join a great community? Look no further than CrossFit Strongsville. We offer classes taught by our amazing staff of coaches. If going solo is more your speed, stop in for our open gym hours. Visit our website at CrossFitStrongsville.com to learn more and view our schedule. Visit our new location at 12608 Alameda Drive in Strongsville. Strongsville CrossFit, you're worth it. You deserve to be healthier and happier. Bottom of the 7th inning. 3 outs separate the Playmakers from a championship title. 3 runs separate the wow factor from a tie. 4 from a win. Bushy, then he will be followed up with Kovarik, then Hinkle this inning. So it's the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. A big shot for the wow factor. It's the core of their order. If they can get this leadoff man aboard, that is a good step in the right direction. Still so many different things happening in this game. 8-5 your score. What a contest. When this one's over, if you have nothing else going on, I highly advise that you go back and watch the rest of this game, especially from the 4th inning forward. That is where the meat and potatoes of this animalical game really is. Hard hit liners at second, picked up the throw to 1, not in time. It is wide, and he will stay put at 1. Base runners, it is a requirement for the wow factor. Their leadoff man is aboard. Kovarik, the first baseman, now steps in. The big contingent of fans still in the facility are wow factor faithful. If they end up winning this game, they are going to go nuts. It is going to be one of the craziest endings that you'll see here at Schoonover Stadium this summer. This might be our game of the summer still. I said earlier it'd have to take a lot to top the last Kent State Invite Championship. Yeah, this one might take the cake just based on storylines. Whichever team wins, there is so much going against them that they shouldn't have won. For the wow factor, 2 coaches gone. For the Playmakers, only 9 active guys for this game. Whichever team wins, they fought through hell and back to get here. Throw back to 1, not in time. But after Kovarik, it goes to Hinkle, then Lessard. Lessard's a big potential name to look at to walk this one off or at least tie the game up. He would be that go-ahead run if everybody gets down in front of him. We've seen Lessard be the clutch guy for this Wow Factor squad this season. He can do it again. Not much in this game. He does have an RBI double, but maybe one more. Good drive into left field. It is caught for out number 1. Excellent work by Turlip to track that one down. And now the Playmakers 2 outs away from salvation. Landon Hinkle, the third baseman, back in. An RBI triple earlier on today. A strikeout and a flyout sandwiched on either side. And then Lessard and Grimes. Double play does end the game, so you're going to have to be careful if you are the wow factor on the bases. First pitch in there for strike 1. Once again, we will have our player of the game announcement when this one goes final, but it will be a quick end of the broadcast. More abrupt than usual. We do apologize. We'll kind of keep the cameras up as the trophy celebration, or really just the banner celebration happens, but otherwise we'll be done pretty quick once this one is over. 0-1, blocked, now 1-1. But just what a day at the ballpark. What a game. What an afternoon. But still not over quite yet. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Swing and a miss, now 1-2. Hinkle looking to drive this one. We already saw 1 good swing from Kovarik, who at that point was 3 for 3. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Good pop up into center field. It is down for a single. And that will bring in the tying run of Lessard. Lucien Lessard, the DH, a walk, an RBI double, and a fly out to center field. Already 2 inside the park homers in this game. Do we get a third? I mean, just speaking in the context of this game, if he hits this ball off of a car over that big screen in center, I wouldn't be surprised. Nothing can surprise me at this point. Good pop down the right field line. Right idea, but foul. Corners is going to be his best opportunity to do the most damage. Back right corner. That's going to bring in 2 runs. Maybe himself, depending on if he can get on his horse fast enough or not. 0-1 off the plate, now 1-1. So then in this exercise, Paxton Grimes would be the winning run. Still an out to play with, 2 to work with total. But once out number 2's on, it is really going to be the nitty-gritty of this game. 1-2 count, but we're going to have time called as Malley is going to go and have a powwow with his pitcher. Ethan Rex looking to settle down his team, settle down the defense, and get this one over with. One ball, 2 strikes. Rex keeping close tabs at second. Swing and a miss. There is out number 2. Third strikeout today from Rex. And now This time, the PA Playmakers can sound their final countdown. Paxton Grimes, the last man with a chance to win it or tie it exactly here. Stow would be the man to win it. And Stow has already proved today that he can be the man for the job. But will we see him hit left side, over the shortstop's head, it's down. They will load up the bases, tying run at first, and it is Zach Stow stepping back in. The storylines in a game like this, and who else but the man who hit the Little League homer with a chance to tie or win the game. Wow. This is the pinnacle of Kent State Invite baseball. Can Stow do it, or will Rex get the final out? The pitch, off the plate for ball one. And keep in mind, extras are still a possibility. Not a guarantee, but definitely could be on the horizon. Stow takes that one in for strike one. Now a 1-1 count on the rising junior at Buckeye. We've already seen him on the mound, but can he do it again at the plate? Just a great game for him all the way around. 1-1 on the edge for strike two. And the wow factor are down to their final strike. Stow has to protect. So much real estate in the outfield. Can he get it done? Rex can't imagine what's going through his mind. The 1-2, driven down the right field line, but foul. Once again, the same idea, but just not able to straighten it out. In a corner, specifically that right field corner, it's a tie game, potentially game over. If it's close, I think they would send him around, but we will see if we get there. The 1-2, in there for strike three looking, and that will do it. The PA Playmakers have won the third Kent State Invite. We will take a look at the replay to see where that one missed. Don't know where that one was. We will see. They've been calling the low strikes all day. It did look a titch low on the replay. A lot of that came from the frame, but it doesn't matter. The Kent State Invite belongs to the 3 seed. The first one was won by the 1 seed, the second the 2 seed, and the third one, the 3 seed. 8-5 your final. Your player of the game presented by CrossFit Strongsville. It is Ethan Rex, a single, a walk, and a 3-run inside the park homer. The overall difference in this game, and on top of that, he came in to solidify the win. He got it done in the end on the mound, and that was enough to seal the deal. But that will do it here from Schoonover Stadium. To stay up to date on all the games that we are covering, follow SmeeSports on Instagram and SmeeFist2024 on Twitter. As well, subscribe down below to the SmeeSports YouTube channel. Enable push notifications to be notified when we upload or go live. Our goal is 4,000 subscribers by the end of this summer. So if you are new, go down below and subscribe. It costs nothing and greatly helps out our efforts here at SmeeSports. As well, make sure to go down below and leave a like rating, as that also greatly helps out our channel by pushing out these live streams to more people. But that'll do it officially here from the third Kent State Invite. The PA Playmakers, the 3 seed, are your champions. I have been Nathan Smee saying so long from Kent, Ohio, and we will see you next time. This has been the 2025 Kent State Invite number 3 on SmeeSports in partnership with the 965 Midwest Challenge. Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you again tomorrow morning for the championships of the 18U division of the 2025 Lori Mendenhall Memorial Showcase Tournament.